Hi all. I want to tell you about completely decentralized database. Speakers before me said that it is much harder than making decentralized file storage, and it's true. But I will start from scratch, and we need to talk about decentralization itself, because many of the projects do not understand it right. Okay, we'll think that we know what decentralization is, and no wonder we are here. But it's not so easy. Most of the so-called decentralized projects indeed have some centers. And having even one center is enough to stop being decentralized. So it's a very important thing to check. So any project claiming to be decentralized should understand clearly what it is. Why do we need decentralization, first of all? The answer is because decentralization provides us with higher reliability and sustainability. For example, humanity, we all are decentralized. And it allows us to survive a lot of disasters and diseases throughout the history. And many projects move towards decentralization, but they're only partially decentralized, having some centers. For example, humanity is centralized on Earth, and if somebody destroys Earth, he will destroy us all. Another example are torrents. File sharing is completely decentralized, but trackers are not. And to find a file, you need to use trackers. If there is no tracker, you cannot use the torrents network. Sorry, I didn't check. It's about decentralization. So, complete decentralization has several requirements. Of course, it should not have any single center, no any single technical failure center, and no any control center. That is, no technical failure or wrong human decision can harm the system. And another very important requirement is that the system should be open for new participants. To do it right, we should define rules and motivation scheme for system participants to ensure system stability. The scheme also includes BFT, but since many projects forget to implement Byzantine fault tolerance, I added it as a separate requirement. System participants should be motivated to work together. And to become part of the system, they should prove their serious intentions. There are mainly two types of proofs, proof of work and proof of stake. You can see the differences between them on the slide. On the example of relationship. For example, you can do a lot of work to make her notice you, or you can be rich enough and she will notice you herself. Let's see the importance of rules and motivation on the example of road traffic. The traffic is decentralized. All drivers are independent. And they have proof of work, driver license, and proof of stake, their cars and lives. And they are motivated to follow common rules to reach their destinations. Otherwise, they suffer fines and accidents. Back to decentralized storage. Currently, most of decentralized storages are file storages. No doubt they store files in decentralized manner, but they don't provide search over these files. And all encrypted files look the same. You cannot find the particular file. Just try to find Panda on the slide. Is it difficult? Yes, it is. And finding the file in file storage is difficult as well. And now, while I'll speak, scan this QR code. It illustrates what I say. The database is not just a file storage. It is both storage and search. Traditional databases always implement both. But of course, they are not decentralized and always have single point of failure. And those of you who scanned the QR code could see how the single smallest error can crash the whole large database. We developed TiesDB having all decentralized principle in mind. So it is designed to be completely decentralized. The control of the data is transferred from an administrator to a user, eliminating the single point of control. It preserves speed of distributed databases, traditional distributed databases, while providing BFT layer. And it uses blockchain for synchronization and motivation scheme. This is just an overview of TiesDB architecture, very high-level overview. TiesDB consists of nodes called farmers. They form a network and serve user requests for storing and retrieving data. And users pay for TiesDB services, and farmers receive these payments proportionally to their work. I have very briefly described our decentralized database, as I could do in 5 minutes. And want to know that making TiesDB, we had all aspects of decentralization in mind. And there are too few projects on the market that make the decentralization right. You can see our contacts on the slide if you have any questions regarding TiesDB. Thank you very much.